Welcome back once again to the Diplomatic Lounge. In the previous episodes, we spent quite a bit of time in the United Nations in New York. Today we want to go to a part of the world where neither the UN, nor anyone else for that matter, has been able to bring lasting peace: the Middle East. When Hamas attacks Israel and Israel attacks Hamas, this is not just a tragedy for humanity and for humankind. It's also the next chapter in a long and bloody history of confrontations. Now, we've heard a lot about the slogan, "From the river to the sea," implying that Israel is a kind of artificial state in that part of the world and that it should simply disappear. Well, here's an inconvenient truth. With the exceptions of Egypt and Iran, all the states in that part of the world are completely artificial. They are all creations of British and French colonialism after the First World War. The British and the French were eager to do away with the Ottoman Empire because its bulk, the present-day Turkey, was in the way to the route to their colonies in India and Indochina. The Russians were also complicit in the liquidation of the Ottoman Empire because they wanted access to the Mediterranean. What's new? Same reason they are killing for in Ukraine today. Now, when we look at the Ottoman Empire, it was certainly not an ideal state, far from it. Yet, for more than 400 years, it brought relative harmony between all the religious and ethnic communities. Wasn't easy. The calendar in Istanbul on any given day gave 4 or 5 different dates when the year was 1911 to Western Christians. It was 7 years and 13 days earlier to the Orthodox Christians. The year was 1329 to the Muslim majority and 5671 to the large Jewish community. And it didn't end there, because even the clock was read differently. To traditionalists, the day was counted from sunrise to sunset, so 1 o'clock was 7 a.m. to Western Christians, and so on. Now, this is, of course, anecdote. It was very confusing for early 20th century visitors to Istanbul to know exactly not just what day and which year it was, but what time of the day it was sometimes. But if you go beyond the anecdote, we see that many people on this planet today live in what we could call different time zones of history. One person's enlightenment is somebody else's dark era. And beyond the anecdote, maybe it explains why it's so difficult to reach lasting peace in many parts of the world where those time zones of history collide. Yet the Ottoman Empire did it and kept peace and harmony within certain boundaries of human nature, of course, for more than 400 years. So it means it's possible with the right politics and the right politicians, and we have to conclude that today's politics and politicians are simply wrong on all sides in that part of the world. Now, if we think a bit further into the issues on the table, theoretically Israel and Hamas are fighting about territory. Deep down, though, it's a religious war. And if the Ottomans were able to keep the peace between the 3 major religions, that ability is sorely lacking today. And that is so much more unacceptable, because in this day and age we should see religion more as, I would say, metaphors for moral guidance than absolute truths worth to kill and to die for. But we don't do that as yet. And as long as these different time zones of history collide without coexisting, probably we will never be able to see this planet as one and to reach universal peace. That remains certainly very utopian. let's reflect on all this, and I'll see you next time again. Thank you.